What is going on, YouTube? Neo Cards and Comics here. Fun one today. Did Panini pull a little bit of a fast one on the hobby? So, last week, 2022 Select Football launched last Wednesday. Part of Select, for those that don't know, remember this is 2022, so this is last year's class, still Kenny Pickett. But in Select are XRC redemptions, which give you a shot at a rookie from the NFL draft, essentially a 2023 rookie. It is the first card for a lot of these players. Always been a thing with Select, always been a big chase. The XRCs are always a big deal. There is a base XRC set, and there is an autographed XRC subset. Typically, the way that these work for the XRCs is you get like QB1 or draft pick number 1, draft pick number 2, draft pick number 3, and then your player matches up with whoever was drafted in that slot. Now, in the past, when the release dates were on time, this would be more of a mystery because you'd actually be opening these XRC redemptions prior to the draft. That was not the case this year and last year, and I think maybe even the year before, because they're so out of whack on their release schedule. If you might remember, Panini had the NFL rookie premiere not long ago. Word came out of there that some of the top players were not present for autograph sessions. Most notably, CJ Stroud, Will Levis, and Bryce Young were not signed. Card Collector 2 pointed that out. There had been a lot of rumblings that these guys were Fanatics exclusives for autos. Things have been kind of quiet on that front for a while. No one had officially announced one way or the other. Panini never said anything. Topps never said anything. It just was kind of, okay, that's weird. A lot of us kind of think it, but nobody really knows for sure. Select now comes out. We have XRC autos in there. There's mystery autos. The thing is, they don't tell you what the checklist is for those until a week after. At least at this time. I don't know if it always worked like this in the past. If someone knows below, please let me know. Last year when Select came out, did they announce the mystery autos on day of release, or was it a week later? So, move things forward to today. Panini announces the mystery checklist, the auto checklist specifically, for this product a week after release. And you see it here on the right. These are the XRC mystery autos. No Bryce Young, no CJ Stroud, no Will Levis, just Anthony Richardson as the only top quarterback on the XRC auto checklist. Now, this does not mean that those guys are exclusive. No one has clearly said that yet, but this is another point of evidence that kind of points us in that direction. The other odd thing that happened this week is Panini Instant put up autographs of CJ Stroud and Bryce Young, which seemed a little odd and also didn't really make sense given the rumors about the potential exclusive deals. You can see those here. Here's a Bryce Young, player signature here, CJ Stroud, player signature here. So are they exclusive? Are they not exclusive? We don't really know. My gut tells me they're exclusive based off of this XRC checklist. I am wondering if, one, maybe they have some stickers left over from college product and they can use them on these because these are not pulled from a pack. I'm wondering if there's something weird or a carve out in that licensing agreement that says for pack pulled autos or randomly inserted autos or something like that. Because it seems like a hell of a big miss to not include them on the XRC checklist. In my opinion. Seems like a huge miss. Or maybe they have stickers, they could use them as they see fit, and then that's all that they have, so they're being very selective. But that doesn't really, to me, that doesn't necessarily check out because of you wouldn't think you would use them for a Panini Instant card. So my gut tells me is they had stickers. They can use it on a card, but they can't use it on a packed hold card. That's pure guess on my part. Pure guess. I have nothing to back that up with other than the evidence that we have in front of us. These guys did not sign at the NFL Rookie Premiere. That is extremely strange. They are not on the XRC auto checklist. That seems extremely strange. These are the headliners of your product. They do show up in a Panini Instant product. So, the other interesting thing about this is, so this product's been out for a week, so people have been selling the redemptions online. And there are some very interesting listing titles on these. Bryce Young, question mark. CJ Stroud, question mark. Anthony Richardson, question mark. That one's legitimate. He could actually be in that product. How many of these do you think people are bidding on, not knowing that there's a legitimate chance that Young and Stroud, etc., are not, there wasn't even a chance for them to be in the product? You got to remember, we're in a bubble on the content space, the social media sphere. A lot of people, a majority of the hobby, interacts with cards on a daily basis and probably pays zero to little attention to social media, YouTube, all that nonsense, all this nonsense, pays very little attention to it. How many people do you think were bidding on one of these and are thinking, you know, if you have Mystery XRC1, that now this doesn't line up exactly because it is a mystery auto, so you're not guaranteed anything. But boy, oh boy, does it feel a little shady to announce this checklist a week after the product comes out, when you know, and I'm talking about Panini, when you know there is questions surrounding whether or not you have all the athletes people would expect you to have locked down the autograph deals. To me, that just feels a little dirty, in my opinion. They didn't do anything wrong, but just another feather in the cap of side-eyeing Panini on their decisions. If they truly wanted to be customer friendly on this, they would have, I don't know what their policies are, you would have just announced the mystery checklist day and date. I get it if you don't want to come out and say that you guys don't have autograph deals with these players yet, because it could impact future pre-orders of your product or whatever. But at least, like, shoot a little bit straight with us. Come on, guys. But they have nothing to lose. What do they care? They're losing the licenses anyway. And Fanatics, they're their whole other bag of cats over here with what they got going on lately. But this is just another thing on the Panini side of, guys, seriously, this is like the least customer-friendly thing you could potentially do, because a lot of people were thinking at least one or two of those guys. If you're a casual, if you are not a hardcore person in this space, you are probably blindsided by this. I'm going to guess. Is what it is, I guess. They'll just do whatever, because what do they care? The licenses are going away. So they're going to milk it for all that they can. The next time that we'll really get word on this, unless someone comes out and officially announces something, either Fanatics or Panini, regarding the autograph status of these players, if someone could get a quote directly from them, will be when we start to see football product checklists for 2023. I think it's typically Donruss is the first, or Score. Score might be the first product that we see. And we'll have to take a very quick look at that auto checklist when they start coming up. Maybe they'll hide it for a while. Maybe they won't release it. They'll release the base checklist, but not the auto checklist for the next product. Because if you get an auto checklist on a Score or a Donruss or whatever, and none of these guys are in there, if you get the, what is it, Donruss Pen Pals or Next Days or whatever, are always a big deal. If you get the checklist for those and these guys aren't on it, then we know Stone Cold, it's a done deal. They're not signing for 2023 product. It's looking that way anyway, but we just don't know 100% for sure. And I am recording this right before the NBA draft is going to start. I'm probably just going to immediately put this up tonight instead of waiting till tomorrow morning, because I'm actually have a slight backlog of videos. I'm wondering if we're going to get some sort of Wembanyama news. They are teasing some sort of Topps Now NBA thing, or basketball thing. I don't remember if the words NBA were included or not, but I'm wondering if we're going to get some sort of Victor Topps Now thing tonight once that happens. I don't know. We'll see. all I got for you, boys and girls. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.